Hi everybody, how's everybody
See what I'm talking about?
My name is Robert Gaspari. I'm the COO of Golden Boy Promotions. I'd like to thank all the media and the fans today for being at the final press conference for Francisco Vargas and Orlando Salido. We are here at the Stub Hub Center, home of some of the most epic fights in boxing. And on Saturday, we will witness two Mexican warriors face off in the ring as WBC Super Featherweight Champion Francisco Vargas makes his first title defense against former three-time world champion Orlando Salido. We also put together an action-packed undercard. Undercard featuring some of the Southern California boxing fans' favorite fighters leading up to the main event. One thing is for certain, Saturday will be a real fiesta for all fans of boxing. Tickets are still available. They're reasonably priced. They start at $25, and this fight is going to sell out guaranteed. We're almost out of tickets now, so buy your tickets now at access.com or at the Stub Hub box office. If you are unable to make it on Saturday at to the event live, you can watch it on HBO. Vargas Salido is on HBO Boxing After Dark. The telecast starts at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd like to thank HBO, our broadcast partners, the best network in boxing.
No doubt about it.
At this time, I would like to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, none of this is possible. So we'd like to thank Cerveza Tecate, Born Bold, Casa Mexico Tequila, and Hands of Stone. The true story of Roberto Duran in theaters in August. I would like to also thank Zephyr Promotions, the co-promoter of this event, and thank you everybody involved. At this time, I'd like to introduce Brendan Hannon, Vice President of Marketing, Communications, and Digital at LA Galaxy and the Stub Hub Center. As you know, the venue makes this historical, sensational fights, and we can't wait to see what will happen on Saturday. Brendan?
Thanks a million, Robert. Thank you to all of you for coming out here today. As you know, Stub Hub Center is home to some of the premier fights in boxing and is the premier outdoor venue for boxing in the United States. So we're excited about Saturday. We're excited to see these two fighters face off. We look forward to seeing all of you on Saturday. Thanks again for coming out today, and we expect nothing but the best from Saturday's fight in the Punch Bowl. Look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thanks, Brendan. At this time, I'd like to welcome Peter Nelson, Executive Vice President of HBO Sports, our broadcast partner for Vargas Salido. HBO is the best network in boxing. I'm proud to be part of this great event live on June 4th. Peter?
Thank you, Robert. I want to thank all the media for showing up today and supporting a great fight, great event. I want to thank the fighters for rising to the occasion and taking a great fight. It's not all the time that happens, and we're privileged that they decided to do so and step up this Saturday. I want to thank Golden Boy, Robert, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Robert Diaz, you, your team, everyone do such a tremendous job. It's wonderful to be working with you guys again. Stub Hub, this is a great venue for us. This is going to be our 14th time here. Every time we've done it, we've seen great results, upsets, great fights, guys standing toe-to-toe. There's something about the energy in the arena that just brings the best out of fighters each time they step up. I know we got a lot of people on the dais, so I'm not going to speak too long, but I do want to say that this fight, Vargas Salido, is a tremendous event. Francisco Vargas, a former Olympian, he's gone on to be an undefeated fighter, world champion. He showed us in the Mura fight last year, Fight of the Year, his medal, that he's not just boxing skills that it takes to become a great amateur fighter the way he was, but in addition to that, he can get sent to the canvas, come back, and really pull off an upset in a situation that people didn't expect. And Orlando Salido, I mean, everyone knows he's been a road warrior for a long, long time. And a lot of things about him that people don't know, that even I didn't know, that I just found out recently. For example, you know, when he was coming up as a young kid, he turned professional when he was 15 years old. He started boxing, I think, when he was around 11 or 12 years old. You know, his parents, I think his father died when he was a young kid. His mother left him when he was a young boy with his grandparents. You know, as he was coming up, by the time he was about 17 years old, I think his record was 8-6-1. And for most fighters, when you get to be that, it's time to retire. And he's gone on from that to win multiple world titles in multiple weight classes. It's never been an easy road for him. So I know that he's the underdog coming into this fight, but I don't think anyone in this room who really knows boxing is counting him out at all. And the Lopez Ramirez fight is also great chief support. We're really excited to see both these fights. It's going to be tremendous energy there. There are great fights on the undercard. Gabe Rosado. I mean, these are great fighters that are showing up. So if you don't have tickets, get tickets. If you can't be there, make sure you watch it on HBO. As Robert said, our start time is 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. We look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks very much.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Andy Foster, California State Athletic Commission, to say a few words about the fight. Andy?
Thanks for everybody for coming out. The commission looks forward to regulating this event. I look forward to watching it. And you know, the commission here in California regulates more boxing than any commission in the country. And when I saw this fight come across my desk, this was a really good fight. I was pleased Robert Diaz worked with me on it, and glad to be working with Golden Boy again. So thanks, and have a great night.
Thanks, Andy. At this time, I'd like to introduce Jose Suleiman Jr., Director of Operations for the WBC, who will talk more about the fight and the title that's on the line. Francisco Vargas, Orlando Salido will battle over Vargas' WBC Super Featherweight title on June 4th. Jose? And we both have the same jackets.
On behalf of the WBC, we are before a fight like no other. This is going to be an impressive. You know, Mexico is a producer of champions, and this is an excellent example of Francisco Vargas and City Salido, who will give everything for the fans, for the sport, and we are very happy that this fight is going to take place, because boxing needs this kind of matches. You know, this is the kind of fights that all the fans and everybody appreciates. Two warriors in the ring giving everything. So on behalf of the WBC, I want to wish the best to both fighters. And as this organization, as everybody knows, we are very much in favor of values, dignity, and safety. So I asked the boxers to make a very good fight, a very clean fight, a very smart fight, and I wish the best, may the best man win. Also, you know how the several sports organizations like the NFL, they give rings to their athletes. The WBC has now a distinctive item that I would like to present to Francisco Vargas. It's a bracelet for him to carry when he's not in the ring. Francisco, el Consejo Mundial de Boxeo te quiere presentar este brazalete que es el distintivo de los campeones. Only the champions wear this. Es para que lo uses fuera del ring y siempre estés con el Consejo Mundial de Boxeo.
Que lo ponga. Over here. Para acá, por favor. That's folks right here.
Enseña el brazalete.
Suleiman, over here.
Loses the fight, Salido gets the bracelet.
Thank you very much.
No, Carol, he gets to keep it.
Thank you, Jose.
Okay.
At this time, I'd like to bring to the stage Golden Boy's own Robert Diaz to go over the card in the main event. Robert.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you. What can we say? It's going to be an amazing main event. I think everybody knows that from the moment it was announced. I think a lot of you in the media were excited. We see it by how the response has been from the fans. If there's something I can tell you is when you have two Mexicans in the ring and two warriors like we have on Saturday night, you're guaranteed fireworks. It's historic. I mean, this is not the first time, it won't be the last, I hope. Who can forget Marco Antonio Barrera y el Terrible Morales? Israel Vázquez and Rafael Márquez. Those fights were tremendous fights that ended up in one a trilogy and one even went to 4 fights. Saturday night is going to be special. With Francisco Vargas and Salido into the ring, they're going to enter with the pride, with their country, with their soul, to deliver the fans a great fight. But before you see that main event, that everybody knows what to expect, you're gonna have the co-main event with another 2 Mexican young fighters undefeated. They're gonna leave that ring very warm for the main event because they're debuting on HBO. This is their opportunity to shine, and they want to go where these 2 gentlemen have already been, and that's Julian Ramirez and Abraham Lopez. Before I get started with that co-main event, I want to bring up our young fighters, the champions of tomorrow, to say a few words. Making his pro debut, he'll be opening up the show from Palmdale, California, Cesar Diaz. And you know if he's a Diaz, he has to be good.
First of all, I want to thank Golden Boy Promotions for giving me this opportunity to open up the fights, and I'm excited, I'm prepared, and I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you.
You'll be facing another pro debut in Antonio Escalona. Second fight from Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico, Oscar Duarte. You guys don't remember him. He did his debut at the Velasco. Came in as a late substitute against a young, tremendous amateur standout who was 3-0 and 3 knockouts. Took the fight on a couple days' notice and was signed the very next day. He's managed by a famous actor, Gabriel Soto. Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 4-0, 2 knockouts, Oscar Duarte.
Me siento muy contento, muy agradecido por la oportunidad de estar aquí con la empresa y con todos mis fans, y pues espero darles este sábado una gran pelea y poder dejarlos contentos. Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo y aquí vamos a estar.
He wants to thank everybody. He's very happy, he's very excited, he's happy with the promotion, with his team, and he can't wait to get in on Saturday night and leave you guys very happy. Next up, he did his pro debut, another Golden Boy fighter who I see a lot of future. He's 1-0 with 1 knockout out of San Diego, California. Don't miss him. Get there early so you can see Cesar, so you can see Oscar, and you can see El Conde, Genaro Gámez.
Primero que nada quiero agradecerle a Dios por todas las bendiciones que me ha dado y a Golden Boy por esta oportunidad de pelear en este evento aquí con estos dos campeones y sí, me siento muy agradecido, muy bendecido y muy preparado para el sábado, así que lleguen temprano como dijo Díaz. Gracias a todos y les deseo lo mejor a Salido y a Vargas.
The next fight would be welterweights. Alexis Rocha, he could not be here. Alexis is the younger brother of Ronnie Rios. They're at a weigh-in right now. Ronnie fights tomorrow night. Alexis Rocha is 2-0 with 2 knockouts, and he'll be facing Anthony Woods. Following Rocha, Jonathan Navarro from East LA. Nephew related, obviously you guys know his family, the Navarros, Jose. He's with 5-0, 4 knockouts in a 6-rounder against Mark Torres, 4-1. Jonathan Thunder Navarro.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say thank you for coming and support this event. I want to thank Golden Boy for the opportunity to fight in such a big card, and my manager and trainer, Robert Garcia. We had a great training camp, and I'm ready to give the fans what they want. You know, that's an action-packed fight. Thank you.
Next up in another 6-rounder in the super featherweight division. A lot of you from Southern California have seen him, and you haven't. I know you've seen his army. Nick Arce, 7-0, 6 knockouts, who brings a tremendous support from his fans.
Buenas tardes. Primero quiero agradecer a mi equipo Westside Boxing por siempre escuchándome al 100 y Golden Boy Promotion por siempre poniéndome en estas buenas carteleras como este sábado. Estoy listo, me siento fuerte, más importante, me siento feliz. Ahí los vemos el sábado. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you guys for making the time to come to the Stub Hub. I'd also like to thank my team, Westside Boxing, for always pushing me 100%, and Golden Boy Promotion for always putting me on these great undercards as of Saturday. And I'm ready. I feel strong, happy, and just ready to go on Saturday. Thank you guys.
Following Nick Arce's fight, again, when we talk about, Southern California young, the future of tomorrow, a lot of you have seen this development in the last year from the moment of his first fight with Golden Boy to his last fight, how he's developed and the fighter he's turning out to be. One of the most exciting, fun fighters to watch, Cristian El Chimpa Gonzalez, 13-0, 12 knockouts, younger brother of former world champion Alejandro Cobrita Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the media. I want to thank the whole Golden Boy staff, my manager, my dad, my family. What can I say? I'm very excited, extremely motivated to be fighting in such a great undercard, and I'm ready. I'm ready, and get your tickets, and I'll wait for you guys June 4th. Thank you very much.
On the international scene, you guys know this young man, tremendous warrior, heart of Philadelphia. The kid comes from Philadelphia. What can you expect? Always fights, rises to the occasion. Gabe Rosado will be fighting Antonio Gutierrez from the famous gym of La Zona Norte, Eric Morales' gym. You got Mexico against Puerto Rico. They will start opening that up. 10 rounds in the middleweight division. With a record of 21-1, 9 knockouts, Antonio El Tony Gutierrez.
Me siento muy bendecido por estar aquí. Quiero agradecer a Golden Boy por ponerme en esta gran cartelera, a mi equipo de Zona Norte y invitarlos a una gran pelea. Todas las peleas van a ser buenas, así que lleguen temprano y véanlos.
Says he feels very blessed for this opportunity. He's very excited. He wants to thank Golden Boy, his promoter, wants to thank his team from the Zona Norte, and to invite all the fans to don't miss it. It's going to be a great fight. Thank you. With a record of 22-9, 13